Hello everyone, my name is Hazeeq and welcome back to another video. In this one we're taking a look at Injective. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research before investing money into crypto. Jumping into the daily chart, I quickly want to take a look at the Fibonacci retracement that we covered in the last update, I believe, and this played out pretty accurately. We got to $34, which was our second fib level here on the Fibonacci extension that we set up from the November 5th bottom to the September local top. So we broke past the local top, we back tested that as support twice over here, and then we had a pretty strong move to the upside, got to $34, and from there we already dumped around 50%. So this is a pretty good buying opportunity. A 50% correction from the local top is usually a good indicator that you're about to be getting closer to the local bottom. Of course, we can't look into the future and give you the exact local bottoms, but we can use percentage terms, we can use the Fibonacci, we can use the weekly and daily EMAs to understand where the potential bottom is. We can also look at the previous local lows and local tops to see where some of the buy limit orders could be stacked. So we're gonna get rid of this Fibonacci. We don't need it right now. If we zoom out just a little bit more, you can see we were in this channel down pattern. We broke out of it right here in September, had a back test of support the first time in October and another one in November, and from there we had a move to the upside. So as long as we're able to hold this area over here between $16.34 and $13.70, we should be good to go. If we start losing that, that's not going to be a good sign for Injective's price action. But it's currently sitting at a $2 billion market cap. I think Injective has a lot of potential. It's one of the better layer ones out there, and the fees are extremely low. It's a fraction of a cent, and it's very fast. What I want to do right now is take a Fibonacci retracement from our local top in December to our local bottom here in November, just to see where our support levels lie. Now we've got the 0.786 here at $18.90, and we back tested that level once, 2 times, and 3 times already with 3 wicks here. Well, to be honest, the second time we didn't really get down to the 786, but this essentially area here below 20 bucks is where a lot of people are trying to buy into Injective. And if you take a look at the white trend line that we've got going here, this has been a very significant and important level even back in 2023. So this was our resistance in November not last year, but in 2023 before that massive breakout. And then we back tested that in April 2024, in June 2024, in July 2024, then we had a break below that, and then once again a retest here in October 2024, and now once again in December 2024 and January 2025. So around $20, $19, lots of support. It seemed like we were in this channel up pattern, but at the moment we did have a fake out below the support of the channel, and by the looks of things we're trying to get back up, but I would say a good indicator of a potential trend reversal on the daily chart would be a break past the 20 EMA, which is the yellow moving average that you can see here. So the 20 EMA, exponential moving average. Once we break above that, usually it's a good signal. So for example, here in September, you saw us breaking past the 20 EMA aggressively, and after that we continued into an uptrend and we peaked at 25 bucks. Then we had another retracement and a local bottom here. After that, we had another aggressive move to the upside, broke past the 20 EMA, and then even back tested it as support. And then the same thing happened here, but to a lesser extent. But this was obviously during this correction. And what we're expecting right now is another impulsive move to the upside. If you're looking for a short-term to mid-term trade, I would say you can target $29.18. even if you're not expecting a short to mid-term uptrend for Injective, this lower high could be reached after the inauguration, because now the markets are shifting a little bit and people are not expecting it to be a sell the news type of event. Everyone's getting a little bit more bullish. The Bitcoin price is recovering a little bit, and getting to that area is very possible in January. So if you're looking for a nice trade there, around 50%, I believe, let's see. Well, yeah, 36.4% trade. If you want to sell at $29 and get out, that would be a nice trade. If you want to hold this for the long term, I think this is a good entry. Now, on Patreon, we got into this project all the way back in September 2022 at roughly $1.40, and we've been holding ever since and staking the tokens. But if you're entering right now, I would not be expecting, a 50x, a 60x from here. I would say a 5x is going to be good enough. I would say take profits after you get to a $10 billion market cap for Injective. Could it, go higher than that? Of course, but you want to understand where you're buying in. You're buying in over here after this massive move. So right now, my average is around $1.09 because of all the staking rewards. So currently, I'm up 1,850 or 70-ish%. So almost a 20x here. And you're just going to be buying in there. So by the time you get to a 5x, I'm going to be sitting at 100x, and I'm going to be dumping on all of the people buying essentially at those all-time highs. And that's the logic you want to apply to these coins and these charts when you're buying something this overextended. So be cautious, don't go all into any project, and make sure to diversify. Let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. So we're on the weekly, and I edited our Elliott wave structure just a little bit. So initially our wave 1 was this move from the September, or rather July bottom into November 2022, but now I took the bottom from December 2022, and that's going to be our wave 1 because these 2 points are pretty much identical. So we're going to start counting from the bottom over here. Then our wave 2 was the correction from April 2023 into June 2023. And then wave 3 started from June 2023 into March 2024. So a solid 9 months of, bullish uptrend movement. And then from March 2024 all the way down to September 2024, 6 months of a downtrend, and that would be our corrective wave 4. And right now we're looking for our final wave 5, the blow off top, and the 1.618 is giving us $110, and I think that's a pretty doable milestone from the current values. Like I said, that's going to be just above a 5x move to the upside, to $110, and you can of course start taking profits earlier. You can start getting out at 60, at 70, at 80, and dollar cost average your way out of the markets. But this chart is looking extremely bullish. And just like some other projects that were listed during the bull market in 2020, 2021, they haven't gone through a full cycle that time, but now they have gone through a bear market, and this is going to be their first proper bull market. So unless there was a lot of token dilution, some of these projects are going to be passing their all-time highs. And in fact, Injective did that all the way back in 2023. We broke past the all-time high at $24, $25. Taking a look at the RSI on the weekly, we didn't drop down as low as 37 here back in June 2024, and that level was based on this touch that we had from December 2022. So that was our local bottom there. And we're just consolidating on the weekly RSI. We're very low here, and this is good because the next move we have to the upside is going to take us into the overbought once again. We can get overextended for as much as we want, and once you're doing something like this over here, you want to be taking profit, guys. You want to be getting out because Bitcoin's probably going to be flashing some bearish signals, and you don't want to be riding the wave all the way down after you rode it all the way up. Now the stochastic RSI is almost close to the oversold, just like it was back here. So this was February to August or July 2024. That was a good accumulation period. If we manage to get down below the index of 20 once again, that would be a good buying opportunity. But even right now, in my opinion, it's a good buying opportunity. You want to combine the price action with the RSI, the stock RSI. Now the MACD is printing a bearish cross. However, right now we're in a sideways chop trend. So the MACD isn't the best indicator to be used in these situations. It's way more effective during massive uptrends or downtrends. For example, here with the local top in March, the MACD perfectly called the top there with that bearish cross, and you could have been taking profits as soon as you saw that at roughly 38, 40 bucks. But at the moment, it's giving us a bearish cross, but this isn't really an indicator to anything because we're just going sideways. There's nothing here to change. So you want to look at the stochastic and the RSI and the price action. And the price action candles are actually below the 20 and the 55 EMA. We want to get back above those. We definitely don't want a bearish cross, and we want to see more volume coming in. So the volume is going to be a very important factor in us getting to those all-time high or our targets, our new all-time high targets. And of course, if they have a really strong marketing push in 2025, I think we could see this thing go way past $100. But if not, then I expect $100 to be a solid bull market end target. Let me know what are your thoughts on Injective. Stay safe and goodbye.